Whatever you're doing, do not go away, because we have got Michael Brown, makeup artist extraordinaire, hottest makeup artist in Australia, who's going to give us a few cheeky tips of how best to use the stunning makeup range Inika. So Michael, it's over to you.
So today I'm using the Unity foundation, the mineral foundation, and it's really important to dab, as Miranda was saying, so the actual powder can really set into the brush. And straight away, the buffing movement of the circular application that I'm doing right now is perfect for a medium coverage. And you can always go back and get a little bit more to build up the coverage as needed. And for those of you at home that want that lighter look, a beautiful sweeping just from centre out is totally fine to have a really, light amount of foundation on. But for me, I prefer the buffing just to really make sure the coverage is there. We're evening out the little pink tones that we saw before on Jess's skin. And then when you need extra coverage, maybe for that night out or that weekend, it's really great just to use that pressing and dabbing movement so you can really get even skin and really smooth looking skin. So now we've actually really evened out Jess's skin and actually removed a lot of the pink that was present there, which is really important when you're doing foundation, to actually remove things you don't want to see. But now it's time to add colour back into the skin. So the famous Peachy Keen, the reason why I started working with Inika was from this product. You can see that amazing pigment. And we're just going to add some blush. The blush is so important to place correctly. We like to have sometimes contouring under the cheekbone, but blush is all about here, the apple of the cheek. So a beautiful circle movement is perfect for this application. Just right on the apple. If you're a little bit confused, do a little smile for me. And you can see where the apple of the cheek is. So now it just gives her a beautiful glow. And of course, you can wing that back into the cheekbone as well. And teaming in the fabulous pack is the new lipstick, the Coral. So the Coral is the perfect colour for someone with Jess's really English rose, light, fair skin. Also teaming beautifully with the Peachy Keen blush. So we're going to apply that now. And I'm using a lip brush, which is available at Inika online as well. It's a beautiful, smooth texture lipstick, vitamin E as well. So the lips should feel quite moisturised. You can see that colour working fabulously with the Peachy Keen as I'm applying that now. Beautiful. So much colour already with only 2 products. It's already lifted the entire face, even if you weren't interested in trying out some eye makeup. So next is the eyes. So we're going to be doing some beautiful forest gold and the gold dust, which is perfect with this complexion, adding that warmth back to the skin. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually use the Green Lagoon eyeliner. Now, eyeliners are sometimes hard to do, but with these beautiful soft pencils, it's quite nice to have them smudged a little bit. So if you close for me, Jess, I'll apply the green eyeliner just across the lid. And you can see I'm doing it a little bit thicker. Now you can use a brush, or even if you want to be really quick, which is great for mums at home, it's nice just to use your finger and gently smudge up the Green Lagoon in to the actual mobile eyelid. And look up to the ceiling. We can also add a little bit of a touch of this eyeliner underneath the lashes. And the same thing, just running our finger along the base of the lash is great to get a little bit of colour on the eye. Other side, close for me. Extremely soft eyeliners, so you won't have any of that hardness, or if you've got sensitive skin on the eye, it won't irritate and make them red. But the perfect thing is the colour. The pigments from Inika is what excited me, and as you can see, it kind of comes out really easily, but blended also quite fabulously because of the texture. And look up. So you can see how quick we change the look again by adding some colour on the eyes. Now this colour can work with most eye colours, especially when they're a bit darker or when you have a darker brow and darker lash. Now the Forest Gold is one of the favourites in this entire pack. It's such a high pigment and it has a little bit of a metallic sheen, so it's great when you're going out to put a wash over the lid. But as Miranda was saying before, when you apply the mineral eyeshadows over an eyeliner, it actually comes out even more intense. So it gives a little bit more of that, you know, extreme dramatic makeup, which is great that a natural brand like Inika has a fashion-forward approach. And I'm dabbing, as you can see. The reason that is, because they're a loose dust, we don't want to be sweeping the brush across the eye because you may get fallout, which is not that great. So it's really important to dab so then the eyeliner can really almost bond to the eyeshadow. And that way they'll join together and you won't have any fallout at all. So you can see the difference there from the two eyes. And I'll just apply the other side. And one tip is don't get too excited and put your brush in straight away. You can always add more to get extra depth. Otherwise, you may get that fallout that I was mentioning earlier. Beautiful. And open for me. So the Forest Gold just gives that depth that we need. Of course, you can wear the eyeliner by itself for those really natural occasions, great for that fresh look, but the Forest Gold really adds the depth and that little bit more sophistication, especially if you're going out at night with that little sheen across the lid. Last product in the pack is the Gold Dust. The gold dust can be used in many ways, but I love to use it in the inner corner of the eye, around where the tear duct is, to get a little bit of highlight. And look up for me. And you might be able to see the difference from one eye to the other. It's just a little bit brighter in there now, having the gold dust really applied lightly in the inner corner of the eye. You can also use it under the eyebrow for a nice highlight there as well. Beautiful. And that's finishing the eye pack. So the three colours there are fabulous for this beautiful blonde complexion, but also some of the darker skin can also vary from that as well, which is great.
Thank you, Michael. Jess looks a bit of a stunner, doesn't she? Absolutely gorgeous. And you've just made it so easy for us to use the product, so we really appreciate that. Now, if you liked any of the products you saw, the stunning Inika products are available online, shoppingchannel.co.nz, or do give us a call on 0800 My Shop, which is 0800 69 74 67, and enjoy being beautiful.